It's imperative that we socialize them at a young age, so that way they're comfortable and they understand how to do polite greetings with strangers or even people that frequently come over to the house. What you want to do is you want to make sure that if you're unable to control their behavior because you're busy with whoever is coming to the house, that you go ahead and crate them. This way you can focus on your guests, be able to invite them in, and then go ahead and grab your puppy and work with a positive association and learning to just behave properly, getting them to sit for polite greetings. A lot of good food reinforcers is great for this. This is a great way of letting them know that it's okay. So if you have a delivery person coming to the house and you know that it's scheduled and that they're coming, this is a great time to bring out some high value treats. And when they look and they look curious at this person, oh, good dog, good job, here's a treat, you know. Especially if you have a jumper, that's one of the hardest things to kind of work with. So what I do is I keep a spare leash right by my front door. So that way when I have guests come over, I can actually grab that leash, put it onto their collar, and what I do is I step on the leash, only giving them enough slack to stand. So this way it really eliminates that jumping, and at that time you can redirect them to sit. This way they are doing a proper greeting. Most importantly, there's a lot of training tactics that you can use to, you know, making them go to their bed and stay there until they're released, and these are great tools to be able to redirect them and let them know that, you know, we'll go ahead and say hello properly when we get to that point.
Yeah, that's all great.
I know, I'm trying to think of something else. I don't know what to say.
If you're in a situation where your dog gets along with you, but it maybe has some problem in the past where it has behavior problems or trust issues, and
right.
the owner's feeling overwhelmed and they don't know, they're not
right.
having any luck, what would you suggest they
right.
do?
So if your dog does have a tendency of being fearful towards a certain type of person, a certain stature of a person, what you're going to want to do at that time is definitely, you know, consult into a behavioralist, so that way they can help you work with that behavior and counter conditioning that behavior to become positive.
Yeah, definitely.
What you can do at home
yeah.
is you can definitely take, you know, something like a peanut butter Kong or a special bone that they really like, and give that to them while they're going through this experience at a safe distance. You want to make sure that you aren't pushing them into a situation that's going to make them uncomfortable. If you force them into a position where they become fearful, that can lead to episodes of aggressive tendencies, and that's what we want to prevent. We want to make sure that we are setting up our dogs for success, and again, you know, doing proper training, basic obedience can definitely help with that. But for those more severe cases, you know, consulting into a behavioralist to really help you tackle that issue.
Definitely. And just the last kind of question, a lot of people maybe have the perception that a dog's a mean dog if it growls or something wrong. It's the dog. Can you explain? You deal with dogs all the time,
right.
and behavior issues.
Right.
Can you talk to me a little bit about how, you know, a lot of that can reflect back on us, and how you guys as behavioralists can, and like trainers, like with the proper training, you know, they can overcome that.
Right, yeah, definitely. And a lot of it is making sure that we're working in a safe environment and that their safety comes first. This way we can work with that threshold and making sure that we're not passing over that threshold, but that we are working with them before they get to that threshold. If you wait for them to react or to have a barking, growling, showing teeth type of reaction, then we've already pushed them too far. We have to take a step back, make sure that they're comfortable, and work with the fearful object itself. If it's a person or a thing or anything, you know, we got to make sure that we're not getting them past that threshold and waiting for that reaction. We need to be more proactive from the beginning and working with that threshold before we cross over it.
Awesome. Hey, well, that's all great information. You're awesome.